Vishnu, read the question.
A long cylinder vessel is half filled with a liquid. When the vessel is rotated about its own axis, vertical axis, the liquid rises up near the wall. If the radius of vessel is 5 centimeters and its rotational speed is 2 rotations per second, find the difference in the heights between the center and the sides in centimeters will be.
Very good. This is the question given. What information given? First I will explain. One cylinder is there, just like you take a glass, 50% of the glass you fill with water. It is like that. It is half filled. The vessel is rotating about the axis. Axis means it is axis of the cylinder. It is passing through the exactly center of the cylinder. Okay. So when you are rotating, what happens? Definitely water, it will spread, no? When it is not rotating, water is flat on the top surface. Flat, plain. Because of rotation, some water will raise towards the surface of the glass, surface of the cylinder. That is expected. If you rotate it, water will try to move up near the surface of the cylinder. Okay. How we are rotating? The liquid raises up near the wall. The radius of the vessel, radius of cylinder is given, that is 5 centimeter is given, and rotational speed 2 rotations per second. In one rotation it will turn 2 pi radians. So 2 rotation means 4 pi radians per second, that is angular velocity is given. Then the difference of heights between the center of the water means the circle, no, it is circular shape, no, center to near to the surface. Near to the surface, what happens? Water will raise. That difference we have to find out. See the figure. Now you will understand very clearly. Here left side, one glass is there. When it is rotating, what happens? The water near to the surface of the vessel raised. Center is in the middle of this glass. So from the center to how much water raised we have to calculate. That is the given question. And first information given I am writing r equal to 5 centimeter, omega equal to 4 pi radians per second. The beauty here, you have to use the mathematics very cleverly. It is just like a curved shape, no? Water is raised up, curved shape. Just like it is looking like a parabola, but it is not parabola. So it is raised up, no? So I am taking tangent to this curved surface at some point. Tangent making angle theta with horizontal. The horizontal line is passing through the center of the circle. So with that I am drawing a tangent to this curve. It is making angle theta. The radius is r. Now I am amplifying this figure. Whatever this tangent I have drawn, I am amplifying right side. You see right side how I have drawn. This is a right angle triangle, no? This hypotenuse is tangent. It is making angle theta with horizontal. Okay. Now the tangent to the curve, there I am drawing one perpendicular to the hypotenuse. You are seeing, I think. So exactly right side, the fictitious force acting on the water, that is centrifugal force. Right side, mx omega square. Why x I have taken? It is at a distance of x from the center. That is horizontal distance only. X I am taking. Mx omega square. Downward force is mg. So here the point where I am drawing mx omega square and mg, that point mass is m. I am assuming the mass of the water at this point is m. I am assuming. On this m, small m, the force right side is mx omega square, downward is mg due to gravity. Okay. Now you see the theta angle with the tangent and horizontal theta. Then this mg and this perpendicular, it must become theta. Because this is theta, this is 90 degrees, this is 90 minus theta, this is again theta. This you can very well understand. Why it is theta with mathematical right angle triangle, if you see, you will understand. Okay, so this theta, tan theta I am taking. You see this triangle mg, from where it is coming, mg, it is coming from a point, there theta is there, no? So the theta, tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side is parallel to mx omega square. So tan theta is equal to mx omega square divided by downward force is mg. Now cancel, x omega square by g. Tan theta is nothing but simply dy by dx. It is slope. Already I explained. These are the mathematical tools. Tan theta is slope of this curve at that point. So dy by dx is equal to x omega square. Now I am integrating. Dy means what? Raise in water level. So integration of dy from initial limit y1 to y2 equal to integration of omega square x by g into dx. Limits along x-axis from 0 to r. So simply omega square by g constant take out. Integration of x dx is x square by 2. Integration of dy is y. Matlab you have to substitute the limits y2 minus y1. Upper limit minus lower limit. So y2 minus y1 is raise in water equal to omega square by g into x square by 2. You substitute the limits 0 to r. R is the upper limit. So you will get omega square r square by 2g. You substitute omega, you substitute r. R is radius and g is acceleration due to gravity. You substitute everything. G is 10 meter per second square, but you have to convert into centimeter because you want answer, final answer should be in centimeter. So finally you will get the answer y2 minus y1 equal to 2.0 centimeter. You got it, Ra?